Hi everyone, and we're back with another Sword of Convallaria video. I want to go over every way to get Luxite in the game as a free-to-play player, because there are many top-tier characters coming out soon, some of which are just god-tier characters that you won't want to miss. Now is a great time to get started collecting Luxites, so you can stockpile them to summon those upcoming top-tier characters, and those already in the game. There's lots of ways to get Luxite in Sword of Convallaria free-to-play, and of course you can spend money to purchase Luxite. But for the purpose of this guide, we're going to focus on the free-to-play options, but I'll touch on some of the paid options. So let's get into this. There's no better place to start than the monthly check-in. For the monthly check-in, you'll get 100 Luxite a week, netting you 400 Luxite per month. If you want, you can buy the Blessing of Hope, which will give you an additional 80 each day, and will bring the total up to 3,100 a month. This would give you 20 summons a month just with the monthly check-in. The Blessing of Hope is 5 USD. It's pretty inexpensive, and it's one of the better options if you want to spend money or are willing to spend money. If you're free to play, you'll be getting 400 Luxite a month. This is going to be one of your primary sources of Luxite moving forward in the game. Every month this will reset and you'll get another 400 Luxite. The only criteria is that you log into the game every day. The same goes for the daily quests. You'll need to log in every day to complete these. This is another primary source for Luxites in Sword of Convallaria. The daily quests will give you 60 Luxites per day, which gives you 1,800 per month. So the dailies will give you a little over 10 summons a month, and they're really easy to complete. All you really need to do is spam your stamina, and you basically have all of the dailies done. They have an extensive list of quests that you can do to complete the dailies. You can just do whatever activities you want to do to progress your account, and you basically complete the dailies. It's really that simple. Next, we have achievements. This is another bunch of Luxite that you'll get passively. By doing activities and completing content in the game, you'll get 2,000 plus Luxite from completing achievements. Achievements will likely be added as new characters are added, as new content is added. So there's always going to be new achievements that are going to allow you to get more Luxite from completing the achievements. Also, as you complete achievements, another achievement comes up. So 2,000 is a rough estimate for how much Luxite you'll get from achievements. As the game progresses and adds more content, more Luxites will become available for achievements. So the number of Luxites you can get from achievements is going to continue to increase as they release content. Next, we have Luxite completion rewards from the story. There's actually a lot of Luxite to get out of the story. There's currently 13 chapters. Each normal stage is going to give you 40 Luxites, and the hard stages are going to give you 80 Luxites. These are first-time completion rewards, so you can only collect them once. You also have completion rewards for collecting stars. So for the prologue, you actually get a lot of Luxite here. It's going to net you 350 Luxites. In the first chapter, you'll get 100 Hope Luxites for getting 12 stars. The other amount of stars don't give you anything. And for chapter 2, you don't get any Luxites from getting stars. So it's going to depend on the chapter, what you're getting. In some cases for the chapters, collecting stars will get you Luxites as well. The prologue giving you the most. However, completing the 13 chapters of the story are going to give you over 18,000 Luxites. So the story gives you a huge chunk of Luxites and summons. You have to keep in mind, you will not be getting this 18,000 Luxites at the beginning of the game. You will be getting these as you progress through the game and level up your characters and strengthen your team. One estimate I saw for completing the 13 chapters was that you can complete it within 2 months. But there was also a notation saying it depended on your luck within the gacha. So I'm not certain about that. I would say a few months is a rough estimate, but that's still actually quite quick to get the 18,000 Luxites from the story. Just think of it as you'll be getting more Luxite income during the initial months of playing the game, which will also give you more Luxite to work with for summoning on the upcoming banners. Next, we have Tower of Conquest. This is another area of the game that you can get a large quantity of Luxites, especially for first-time clearing. For floors 1 through 3, you get 400 Luxites. The amount of Luxites you get increases as you move up the tower. So for floors 4 through 8, you get 500 Luxites. For floor 9, you get 600 Luxites, and for floor 10, you get 700 Luxites. In total, for first-time clear rewards, you get 4,500 Luxites. That's 30 summons for just completing the tower the first time. You'll also get a weekly amount of Luxites for completing Tower of Conquest each week, and the amount that you get increases for each floor that you complete. By finishing all 10 floors, you get 360 Luxites per week, which is going to give you 1,440 per month. There's also an event for Tower of Conquest that gives you even more Luxite rewards. You get 50 Luxites for every floor that you complete, and in total, for completing the entire tower, you'll get 360 Luxites per week. So the tower is going to give you 10 summons a month, in addition to the first-time reward summons that you're going to get. So you can get a lot of summons out of Tower of Conquest, and this is going to be one of your primary sources for Luxites, both weekly and monthly. Another piece of content that you don't want to overlook for Luxites is Spiral of Destinies. There's a lot of Luxites up for grabs with this mode. While you don't get any Luxites inside of this mode, there's 2 areas external of this mode that you can collect your rewards. The first area is Destiny Traces, and there's a lot of Luxite to get out of here. There's 2 areas in Destiny Traces where you get rewards. The first is Emblem and Remembrance, and you'll get Luxite rewards for both of these. So every time you complete some kind of event or achievement, you'll accomplish these missions, and each one is going to give you 30 Luxite. So for Emblem, the total number of Luxites that you'll get is 630. For the Remembrance tab, it's the same idea. Every time you complete one of these achievements or the performance videos, you're going to get 30 Luxite. For completing all of the achievements, you're going to get 1,650 Luxites. For completing the performance tab, you're going to get 2,010 Luxites. The second area is in the right-hand corner. It's a scroll with a feather. Just click on that and you're going to enter another screen. And then you're going to click on level, and it's going to open up another page where you're going to get more rewards. So for every level that you get in here, there are some that have Luxite. There's other rewards as well. In total, you'll get 600 Luxite for completing this. So as you raise your knowledge level, you'll be getting all kinds of rewards, including Luxite. So make sure you don't miss out on this particular area. It's a little obscure because it's just a small little icon in the corner. But that is also another area in Destiny Traces that will give you rewards for what you're doing in the Spiral of Destinies. So for Destiny Traces, the total number of Luxite that you'll get is 4,890, which comes out to be a little over 32 summons. You should also keep in mind that as they expand the content in this game, more Luxites are going to become available in the Destiny Traces, so you can look forward to even more Luxite in the future. The other area where you can collect Luxites for Spiral of Destinies is on the event page. The Dawn event is another part of Spiral of Destinies where you can get rewards for doing that mode, and there's a lot to get out of here. The total amount of Luxite that you'll get out of here is 2,500 Luxite, which comes out to almost 17 summons. And they're not really that hard to complete, and you get huge chunks of Luxite every time you complete it. You get 150, some are 200, some are 100. So there's a lot to get out of here, and you can actually get these quite rapidly, as you can see. I completed a number of them by not even playing that mode all that much. So this is a great way to get 2,500 Luxite pretty quickly. Overall, for Spiral of Destinies, by completing the events and achievements, you'll get a total of 7,390 Luxites, which is close to 50 summons. So definitely don't overlook this mode. There's a lot of summons locked behind this, and the mode is really fun as well. The next mode I want to talk about is Clash. This is sort of Convallaria's arena mode. So this is one of your PvP content. There's a few ways of getting Luxite through Clash. First are the quest challenges. You have the activity rewards on the left side, and you'll notice that there's a lot of Luxite rewards in here. For the activity rewards, you'll get a total of 150 Luxite. In addition, you have daily quests and ongoing quests as well. and one of the daily quests is to get 5 Luxite just by participating in Clash one time. So if you participate in Clash every day, you'll get 150 Luxite per month. Additionally, you have season rewards. And the rewards that you get for Luxite are going to depend on what tier you are by the end of the season. For the lowest tier, you get 100 Luxite, increasing all the way to 300 for the highest ranking. So if you want to get an extra summon per month, if you just land in silver, you'll get 1 summon. If you go all the way to the highest tier, it's 2 summons. So the Clash isn't really mandatory to do. Not everyone likes PvP modes like this. And these type of modes tend to be very pay to win. So it's really good that the rewards aren't too extreme comparatively between the rankings. But this is a great way to pick up a little extra Luxite along the way. You should definitely get in here to complete the activity rewards because you get a lot of Luxite out of here. And by participating every day, just by participating, you'll end up getting a lot of rewards, with the seasonal ranking just being a little extra on top. Another PvP cooperative content in Sword of Convallaria are guilds. And if you can get into a guild, you can get some really great rewards. The weekly activity rewards in guilds is 100 Luxite, which will give you 400 per month. That's around 3 summons per month, just for doing guild activities. Guild content is being expanded in the future, so that may provide more opportunities to get more Luxites and more summons. So make sure you get into a guild as soon as possible so you don't miss out on these rewards. Another passive source for Luxite as you progress through the game is Tarot Collection. There's 22 of these. Each one gives 80 Luxite, which comes out to be a total of 1,760 Luxite, which is roughly 12 summons. You'll get these as you progress through the story and complete chapters. Next, I want to talk about the Cornucopia. This is Sword of Convallaria's Battle Pass. As a free-to-play player, you'll get 250 Luxite. There's also lots of items and resources in here as well that are very helpful for your account. There's also a paid option for this Battle Pass, just like any other gacha game. If you choose to get the paid Battle Pass, you'll get an additional 850 Luxites. This will give you a total of 1,100 Luxites. You also get items for upping your skills and a bunch of other resources as well. So the paid Battle Pass is actually not a bad option if you're willing to spend some money, but it isn't necessary. Next we have Voyage Memento. There's a ton of rewards in here. There is a phase where you get 1,500 Luxite, but there's also phases where you just get summons as well. All of the rewards are actually really good and will be incredibly helpful for your account. You'll get 30 Secret Faiths, so 30 summons. In addition, you'll get 1,500 Luxites. So this comes out to be 40 summons just for completing this. There's a ton of other rewards as well. Characters, weapons, all kinds of stuff. So this is definitely something you want to make sure that you're working through and making sure that you're completing the quests in order to make progress with this. Because there's just a ton of rewards in here that will help you with making progress with your account, but it also gives a large amount of summons, which is really nice. We also have Calls Afternoon, and this has both a free-to-play and paid option as well. Free-to-play players will get 350 Luxite, which is a little over 2 summons. The paid option doesn't give any extra Luxite. There's only items, and all you have to do is complete quests and move this forward. It's quite similar to a battle pass, just a little bit of a smaller battle pass, but you'll still get 350 Luxite out of this. This is time limited, but I imagine that these will come up again, but they'll probably be a different character. But you definitely don't want to miss out on picking up the free Luxite and all of the free items in here. Another area where you can get a little bit of Luxite is bonds. Some of the characters have stories, and by completing them, you will get some Luxite. It's 20 Luxite every time you complete a story, so while it seems small, these do add up. Some characters have one story, some characters don't have any stories yet, and some have multiple stories. So you can get some Luxite out of here based on your bonds and completing the stories that they have. You'll just have to click on it, watch the story when it comes up, and it's unlocked, and you'll get 20 Luxite for watching it. It's a small amount of Luxite, but it's still an area that you don't want to ignore because every little bit of Luxite counts. Another area where you can get a little bit of Luxite is through the shop. Just click on Pack and go to Memento Pack, and you'll get level up rewards in here. based on your Voyager level. The rewards are just a little bit of Luxite. It's nothing extreme, but every little bit of Luxite you can get is something. So make sure you come in here every time you level up 10 times. You will be getting one of these free little packages that has other items in it as well, and a little bit of Luxite. Lastly, you can get Luxite from following their social media accounts and by linking your account. Just binding your account gives you 100 Luxite, so don't miss out on this free Luxite. These are really simple. I'm pretty sure you don't have to follow their social media accounts. You just have to go to their page. But this gives you a good amount of Luxite, and it's so simple to get. I also want to note that we do have an event coming up that will give you more Luxite as well, and these events will probably happen from time to time, and probably pretty frequently. So this is another way that you can get Luxite in summons. There is a ton of free-to-play Luxite that you can get in Sword of Convallaria, well over 40,000 Luxite, and over 300 summons, between the Luxite you can get and the secret fates that they give you as rewards. That's 3 full pities for a legendary character if you have to go all the way to 100 summons. But obviously you can get way more legendaries with those summons. It's just going to depend on your luck. And considering the extremely powerful and broken characters coming up soon, now is a great time to be collecting as much Luxite and summons as you can get, and you'll put yourself in a great position going into the upcoming character banners. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.